Hi, welcome back to the Spirit's Path. This is Dee, and today's tarot card of the day out of the Wildwood Tarot deck is the Court card of the Knight of Arrows and the Hawk. And when I saw this card today, the first thing that came to mind was you got to get yourself up. You got to get moving, all right? Before this tree comes crashing down on you. Okay, yes, I understand you're hurt. Yes, I understand you're in pain. Okay, but you're free to move. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. And you know, the hawk is just flying overhead. You still have the fox down here and the kingfisher, which is the king of arrows and the knight of bows. So this hawk's coming to you at a time to help you see clearly, all right, which is what that king of arrows is doing, but to give you the vision on where you need to go and the power, okay? And just like the knights that I talked about with the bows, you know, these guys are fighters and tacticians, okay? So here, with the Knight of Bows before, you were being very tactful. This Knight of Arrows, though, wants you to fight, okay? You need to get yourself up, away from this tree, okay, and into some protection, back to this Five of Stones endurance, so you could be protected. And it could be protected from a lot of things, right? Protected from, you know, the relationship, protected from others, your significant other, protected from, you know, your organization that you're with, okay? But you need to be quick with it. Arrows is all about logic and reasoning and air energy. And, you know, the hawk is very graceful and able to fly at great heights. He's very quick, okay? So, you know, with this card, okay, you need to look at the vision that's coming to you, okay? What path is offering you the way to get out? Whether that's in a relationship, whether that's in a career, whether that's in a negative attitude, okay? The vision that you're going to see is going to help you get through those doubts and uncertainties, okay? And you got to be swift at it, okay? You have to be swift. That's the whole point of this card. You know, be swift, subtle, and use your common sense as you're moving forward. Because you don't want to go back into the storm. You want to go away from the storm. You want to get back to this endurance where you're underneath these rocks, okay? So yes, you've had a great fall, okay? But now whatever you were bound to before is no longer true. Whether it's a relationship, significant other, career path, thought process, finances, okay? Just go ahead and take care of it, but think clearly, okay? Use your common sense. Now, as I like to talk about the court cards, if this is a person or if this is you, this is somebody who's going to defend the beliefs for themselves and for others. They're going to stand up for them, okay? This is a champion. This is somebody who's standing out there saying, you know, I'm fighting for this, and I'm fighting for so-and-so because they believe this, okay? They are going to be an advocate for those who have no voice, okay? For the seniors in a senior home that have no voice, for better conditions, okay? For firefighters, for policemen who, you know, they have a voice, but they're out there protecting the neighborhood. You need to be out there helping them protect that neighborhood, okay? Neighborhood watch communities, having that voice within the process, saying, look, this is what we need to do to make our neighborhood safe. And you have to be energetic and spontaneous. If this is a person, you know, this is you or somebody else. Again, it's that quickness. What are you going to stand up for here? I'm going to stand up, and I'm going to get the heck out of here, okay? If this is an aspect, it's somebody's, you know, something that's going to be very, you know, you're going to have some vigilant stand to, okay? You're going to be impulsive. Again, it's that spontaneous move, right? It's going to be somebody that's heroic too, okay? And they use that subtlety. Okay, so maybe, you know, this hawk swoops down and he picks you up. All right, he says, look, we're getting you out of here right now. Okay, that's that impulsive, heroic nature of removing you from the situation. And you may do that for somebody else, okay? If this is an event, it's somebody, you know, it's an event that's going to support a cause. It's going to make, you know, quick decisions, again, swift, all right? And, you know, they hang around like-minded people. And we've been talking about that here for the last week, is hanging around those like-minded people. You know, the Knight of Bows, he's also here. Okay, and he's like, where do you need to pay attention to details? Well, guess what? You ain't paying the details right now because you need to get yourself to safety. Okay, Kingfisher, where do you need to see clearly? Okay, I got to get the rain out of my eyes. I got to get the mud out of my eyes, and I got to go to a direction that's safe. Okay, those are kind of the thought processes, that come to mind with this card, especially with what's going on now. And as I say this, there's a storm going on outside, so it's fitting, right? Okay, so the question that comes to mind with this Knight of Arrows is, what do you need to stand up for? You got the green man, the green woman protecting you. You've been in this transition. You're seeing the life and death of the Journey card. You've got the abundance. And it's just, okay, where do you need to stand up for? I can tell you right now, you need to stand up for yourself in all your beliefs. Okay? Go take yourself to the mirror, look in that mirror and say, you know what? No more. No more letting people walk all over you. No more letting people take advantage of you. I am going to be the man I'm supposed to be. I'm going to be the woman I'm supposed to be. I'm going to be the spiritual leader that I'm supposed to be. Okay? And as a result of that, you're taking a stand within yourself. You're saying, I'm moving forward. All right? I'm not hanging back anymore. And I'm going to do so quickly. I'm going to make that decision and boom, I'm doing it. Okay? And the other piece of that, before you spontaneously run into something, did you check that information? Yes, I looked at all the information. This is my reasoning around it. This is my decision. I'm moving forward. And it's just like the Knight of Bows. Did you check the details? Yes, I checked the details. I checked all the information, and it's time for me to move forward. Okay, I'm making a decision. I'm doing this. All right, I'm making a decision in that relationship. I'm done getting treated like a fool. Okay, I'm done being treated bad at my workplace. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of being miserable. I'm not even the person I want to be anymore. Right? Those bonds are free for you to move forward in your spiritual development. Those bonds are free to find that significant other that's like-minded. Your bonds are free to, go out into that creative world and, enjoy what you love and get paid for it. As you do so, and you're checking that information, you're looking at the details, okay, and you're getting rid of stuff that, is not serving you, you're focusing clearly on that, you're taking that step. Your first step, get to safety. Your second step is, I'm on that route. I'm getting back to that 5 of Stones endurance where I'm safe and secure, and I'm stable. I'm gonna gather my senses. Gonna check, make sure nothing's broke, nothing's hurt, and I'm gonna move forward. I'm taking a stance. I made a decision. This is the way I'm going. So that's today's card of the day, the Knight of Arrows and the Hawk. Hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, share it with others, and give me a thumbs up. And this is D for the Spirit's Path. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care, God bless, and stay safe, everybody.